You know, as a father, you want to be the best role model and parent you can for your children. You surely don't think down the road that you and your son are going to be heroin addicts together because he followed in my footsteps. He said, "Dad, you're a successful drug addict." And I said, "Why would you say that?" "Well, we've got a nice house, you got an office in the Wrigley building, blah, blah, blah." I said, "Nick, you know the struggles and war I fight every day." 3 months later, we were doing heroin together. We were both so active in our addictions, we started getting drugs together, doing drugs together. I was wanting to die, I just didn't care anymore. Father's rights were out the window. Nick became my partner in crime. In our own sick way, that's how we bonded. Shannon, my former wife, called me at 6:30 in the morning and said Nick overdosed again. We got to Hinsdale Hospital, said Tim and Shannon Ryan here to see our son Nicholas. He overdosed, and 30 seconds later the chaplain walked out. I knew the cards were up then. And I went in to identify Nick first. In the wave of emotions that, I set all this in place. He had 20 years old. Then I had to walk back in the room and tell Shannon, yes, he's passed on. That is the worst day of my life. The absolute worst day of my life. I looked up, I said, "God, take away this obsession and compulsion. Let me get to Sheridan Correctional Center, which is a drug treatment program, and I will jump in and I will live a life of recovery." And by the grace of God, that happened, and there's no looking back. As a parent, you do need to wake the fuck up because your child is going to die. And most of the parents today are enabling the damn addiction. You need to do everything possible to try and save your child's life. You did everything you could to get pregnant and give birth to this child. You need to do everything you can to help save your child's life, or they will die. I'm going to be standing next to you at his casket, and you're going to tell me, "Tim, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that," because you're not doing anything except letting your son destroy his life. I got a call a week ago on a gentleman, Mikey, 24 years old, I was working with. We talked at 10:05 Thursday evening. I told him, "Don't die on me, Mike." I got a call at 7:30 in the morning that Mike didn't make it. He succumbed to a heroin overdose. It's heart-wrenching. It hurts. I was so close to helping him. I put myself through this every day because this is my calling. This was my mission in life, to go through my struggles, to lose my son to this disease. And I've got a ton of knowledge in this area, and I need to make a difference. Too many people hide in the corners, and I need to do everything possible to help save another life. Everyone wants to blame and point the finger. It is what it is. For whatever reason, a child, a person picked up a drug called heroin. But what needs to happen is people need to intervene. They need to stop it before it gets deeper, instead of the denial, the blame, the what are the neighbors going to think, what are the Joneses going to think. When they're overdosing and going to the hospitals, we need laws changed. I'm working with congressmen, senators, you name it. I'll call anyone, anywhere, anytime. You don't send someone out of the hospital that just died. This generation is dying. This is an epidemic that this little drug called heroin is destroying. Kid, if you give me 90 days, I will give you the opportunity to have a life. If not, you will die. God put me through 28 years of trials and tribulations with drug and alcohol abuse, sent me to the Illinois Department of Corrections twice, took not only my wife, my home, my son Nicholas, and is my mission now to try to help anyone out there that is struggling with this horrific disease. I am the face of heroin. I'm Tim Ryan. They call me the Dope Man.